Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's show. So, tonight, as you are all aware, I have the two brothers. So, the bulk, which is Mike, and Big Dave, which is obviously Dave. So, I don't think there's any point in me sitting here waffling on. I think we should just introduce the boys. So, here we go. Here is the UK Pitbulls.
Hello.
Guys.
Hello.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sat
I was
outside.
acting up for the camera while you were introducing us, so I didn't realise no one could see me. I was doing some right good stuff.
Oh, unlucky cookie. Nobody could see you.
Sure, they'll see it sooner or later.
I mean, if you want to give us an action replay, I'm down for that.
No, I've got clothes on now.
Yeah. Put clothes back on.
Well, to be fair, I'm used to seeing you both without many clothes on anyway, so.
How dare you?
Not fully dressed here.
How dare you?
I have to check the cameras in my room.
just don't look on your bedside cabinet is all I'm saying.
Come on then, hurry up. Look, we've got somewhere to be.
Have you? Where you got to be? Back indoors because you've been kicked to the outside?
In bed.
With me.
As far away from Dave as possible.
Well, that's not what you've just told me while we was off air.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, guys, let's go right back to the very, 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 very beginning of your career. So first debut was 1998. Is that right?
Kind of. It's a little bit before that. And Dave, you've done a bit before.
Yeah, I trained with Hammerlock for a couple of training camps with Hammerlock in '96, but I didn't really go anywhere. So that was like the first sort of.
And then Dave started with WW about a year later.
Yeah.
And I started about 6 months after Dave started. And we've done a bit of stuff like wrestle each other. We actually wrestled each other at Fantasy Island at one of our first matches, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That
was before we were the Pitbulls.
Yeah, well before. That was pre-Pitbulls. And then we've done a bit of that. And then, around 98, we formed the UK Pitbulls. It was just a natural progression, we're real brothers. And sometimes people are a bit astounded that we are real brothers.
The matches between each other were rotten.
Yeah. The
matches were rotten we had against each other.
Well, all our matches.
Well, mainly
the singles
against each other.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was shit. We can swear, can't we? So
you can,
we were terrible. We didn't gel as wrestlers together, and it was just natural progression for brothers.
So was it difficult wrestling against each other?
Because I hated it.
Ultimately, you are brothers. I said the same to Sykes and Brett Hero because they're father and son. So when they went head to head, I was like, I don't know how you do it because it's family, right?
No, I hated it.
Yeah, I hated it.
I wouldn't mind having a death match with Dave, but I mean, like an actual proper wrestling match where, it just wasn't very good. When we started tagging, then we properly found our feet,
So what did, and I know you're saying it was a natural progression, but was it purely because you didn't like wrestling against each other that it was like, hang on a minute, if we join forces?
Pretty much. It's just that there wasn't really that there was no one doing that at that time in Britain or was Europe as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, like a legit brother tag team, and especially people our size, because at that time Dave was like knocking on 29 stone, he's a lot less than that. He's 10 stone lighter than that now, but so we were huge together. I was 35, 36 stone, Dave 29 stone. They didn't get that. There was no one doing it.
And you're not little either, are you? Because you're both tall chaps. I know when I stand next to you, I look like a little.
Yeah, I'm 6'8", and Dave's about 5'11".
So 6 foot and 6'2", is that right?
I was about 6 foot when I started wrestling. I'm about 5'10" now. I'm more like Yoda or Splinter or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Splinter, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I've got a Splinter. I just got one off the table.
Off the table. That's because you sat outside. So stop sitting outside. Go in. It's warmer.
It's not. Yeah, it's all right out here. Do you know what I mean?
So
there's not enough. There's not enough room in our tent. You see, we and Dave share a tent, a 2-man tent.
So there is no indoors. It's just a tent. Is that what we're saying?
No, we share a 2-man tent. You know, one of them little pop-up ones.
We need to get you out wrestling more, guys. That's what we need to do.
Wrestlers don't earn enough money to own a house. If we want to own a house, we've got to own our own tent.
You don't even own that. You rent that out.
Yeah, well, no, I found it. Yeah, Skip.
Found it. It was donated. What you on about?
Go on then. Get onto it.
So anyway, so your first debut was around as a tag team was around 1998.
Yeah, I want to say it was probably a holding camp match. Against
Do you remember it?
It was. I can tell you, it was probably against Battle Cat and Bash. I think.
Yeah.
I want to say, yeah. I want to say that's probably who it was against.
And did you go over or not?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Yeah,
because you always do, right?
of course we do. Who's going to lose? Not us.
Well, according to your title matches that you've won, I mean, what is it? There's plenty in the UK title matches that you've won. You've won them in the US.
Yeah.
And there's 11 other countries that you've won title matches in. Is that right?
Yeah, well, probably. I can't remember how many. We held loads of titles. We were probably like the first guys to do the whole "give us all your belts" thing, And well, a lot of people do that now, but we had like, I don't know, 12, 14 titles at once.
Probably more than that.
Back around sort of 2002, 2004 ish, that time. So we had a lot. We won titles in Europe, over in the States for AIWF. Most of the ones over here, all the biggies.
I did try and go through them all to list them all.
Did you? I couldn't tell you.
God, it was like a full day I was wasting. I was like, I'm going to kill these two when I see them.
No, I wouldn't even try. Really.
I gave up. I was like,
I'd give up. I couldn't do it.
I was like, if these two don't know what belts they've won, then that's on them. So which ones do you currently hold? Because we
currently hold the
yeah.
We currently hold the big top tag titles and the CXW tag titles. There are the latest belts we won. We won them just before Christmas.
Aren't you defending one of them very soon?
We have, yes, we've got June.
No,
Big Top. Yeah, next Saturday in Hull, in Norfolk, we're doing it's a big top show, and we're against CW Davies and Swede for the big top titles. So that should be fun.
You're calling it fun?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I mean, CW Davis. Let's touch on CW Davis.
Why everyone likes him?
You can touch CW Davis.
I don't want to touch CW Davis.
Everyone else does.
He wants everyone to touch him. That's the problem.
It's all oily. It's all oily and and hard.
Yeah, he's very hard.
There's no pliableness to it.
Can you imagine rolling over in the middle of the night and bumping? I say the same to Aaron, actually. I'm like, can't imagine rolling over in the night bumping into you, because it'd be like knocking yourself out, wouldn't it? I'd end up with bruises all over.
They're horrible, aren't they? They're like a flint wall, those two, aren't they? You know what I mean? Both all lumpy and bumpy and hard.
It's like a bad mattress.
Yeah. And I'm a good mattress.
He's like sleeping with a condom.
I'm the good. Yeah, it would be. It's like sleeping on a condom full of rocks. Yeah. So they're the bad mattresses. Dave's the medium mattress. So you're getting like probably a caravan. No, a caravan. Butlin's caravan. And I'm your fucking premier in mattress. I'm the fucking.
No, you're like that bouncy castle on the kids' playground. Yeah, that fairground and that. The big bouncy thing. I don't deny. Bigger than most things.
I can't.
Bigger than most things are full of hot air.
I
can't disagree. So
anyway, back to CW Davis. When I spoke to him, he obviously said that he's got a title match against you coming up on the 22nd, and then obviously you've got the tag match with CW Davis and Aaron Sharp as well.
Oh yeah, that's in May, isn't it?
That's in May, 13th of May. Did you forget about that one?
Yeah, 13th of May. That'd be a good one. I mean, I always
like a title match, though, is it?
I don't know. I don't think it's a title.
No, that's
not. No, I don't know. I always like doing the Sun Castle because we cut our teeth there back in the day, so we always like going back there. Plus, and there's a cool services on the way where you get donuts, Dunkin' Donuts and stuff.
Yeah, you had me one over at the Dunkin' Donuts, to be fair. So how do you feel about taking on CW Davis twice in 2 weeks?
It's all right. He's driving us to Skegness, so
we can't go too hard.
So we can't go too.
Drive us back.
But he's it'd be fun. It'd be fun. I mean, off the record, he's a mate that we see pretty much, every other day. professionally wrestling wise, and we haven't really wrestled that much together.
I've
really.
wrestled him a few singles.
Yeah, we've had a couple
matches.
of things with him.
We've probably done more singles than tag.
But yeah, I had one of his first matches when he was just like, you know, just started and had hair and stuff. So it must have been a while back.
So in the chat room, we've got James Bentley, says he hopes everybody's well. And we've got Jake Pugh, who said he loves the Pitbulls. One of his highlights has been introducing these legends into the ring and calling their matches on commentary. So you've got a couple of fans there.
Jake Pugh.
Yeah, Jake.
Jake's been around for years. He used to come and see our shows. We used to do Oxford Way, 3WW back in the day. I hope that's right. Anyway,
because he's that way on. So
yeah, and and he used to come down them a lot. And yeah, he's done a few things like commentary. He's announced us when he turns up.
CXW, he does. Yeah, when he
turns up.
Yeah.
He's all right, isn't he?
Yeah.
James Bentley. He's the lad with the.
We wrestled him on a lot.
Yeah, he's all right. I like him. Good lad.
So James used to be a part of the tag team Streets of Rage, which you
the other one,
obviously
with the fat rotten one.
But after our match.
Oh yeah. I was too busy worried about my knee. I'd twisted, falling out of the that match. I don't know anyone you get the chance to see it at Boston. As I walked to the ring, I fucked down the step, fucking done my knee, even before I got on the ring. I don't think you can really see it on
liability.
You can't really see it on the video. But yeah, I was more concerned about getting some ice on my knee afterwards, really, and giving Bobby Salazar a hard time than the team splitting up. But
backstage, you did actually do that, poor Bobby.
I did. I will continue to do it.
He loves it, really.
I'll continue to do it every single show he's on. But
he does. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. So, Dave, you used to compete in the strongman competitions.
Yes, I did.
Up until when was that?
Well, my mid-90s was when I was sort of most competitive. I was in the UK finals, 95, 96, 97. Yeah, that was sort of the main years, sort of mid-90s. But all through... Would you mind just asking me a question? Sorry. You've got to do that, haven't you?
Sorry, go on.
That's my bit now, not you.
I'm trying to get you to talk, Dave. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, this is the problem. Every time I say something, that's it. He take over. He doesn't like it when people ask me
stop
things.
cracking your jaw and get on with it.
Right. Anyway, so back to you then,
mainly, yeah.
90s.
The 90s, all of it.
Don't remember much about the 90s. Go on, carry on.
Back to you, strongman.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, that was sort of like... So, carry on. Have you got...
No, so
are you a bear, Dave? Because you've got big balls. Ka-ching, ka-ching.
What are you drinking, by the way?
Dave's got raspberry mojito, and I've got a vacation craft lager that provided by Sam Wakefield.
I'm missing a trick over here. I'm telling you, I'm missing a trick. So anyway, back to your strongman competitions.
Yes.
You was top 3 until you had to retire.
Well, that was like I owned a gym for the first half of the 2000s. I had a gym in Cromer in Norfolk, and I started training again for strongman. Unfortunately, that didn't go very well. In 2008, I had a bad accident doing a strongman competition that pretty much did me in for nearly the next decade. I didn't really do anything for about 8-9 years.
The rehabilitation must have been horrendous.
Well, I was in a wheelchair for a couple of years and then on crutches for about 6 years. And then Mike wanted to retire, but I was like, I didn't want him to do that. So I came back, and that annoyed him because he was hoping to give up, but made him.
Well, even before Dave wrestled, you see, he was like one of the top strongmen in the country. I think ranked 120 in the world or something.
Yeah.
So even before he had a decent career doing that, before he even wrestled, wrestling ruined him, really. If he'd have kept doing it, he'd probably been like Eddie Hall. But then become a wrestler, and that back went tits up. Same with me, I could have been a rock star.
We did more. I did more stuff with the wrestling, really. Than
but wrestling took us all over the world. So I mean, you can't really moan, you know.
But you would have retired.
See, when Dave had his accident, I had a couple of different partners. I tagged with a guy called Khan for a couple of years. or a year. We done like some stuff for TNA and stuff, and then I tagged with Big Joe for about a year, maybe a year and a half. Then he started doing the silly deathmatch stuff, and then that was kind of around the time Dave started to was pursuing interest in coming back after we got back on his feet from being a. So he was. So it all worked out nicely, and I got to not retire and fuck my body up even more. But yeah, it's fun. I would change it. I wouldn't change it.
So you've just touched on Big Joe and the death matches. Is that something that you two would consider?
Yeah, if it's done right.
We train Big Joe, so we don't know whether we're like proud of him or disappointed in him. So a bit of both.
Even Joe doesn't know whether he's proud of himself or so
he's doing really well at what he apparently enjoys doing it. So
yeah, I mean he'll
for him. I think he's
ultimately he'll die of sepsis through like a dodgy light tube probably or something.
Yeah,
but we'll be there at his funeral to wish him well. Yeah, on his journey forth to the Rainbow Bridge.
Thanks for that, Joe. You did great. Do you know what I mean? Like.
But he's doing all right. He's a good lad. Yeah.
He is.
I had fun tagging with him, and we had some good matches. We had some really good tag matches together. We worked some good guys together. We tagged with fucking Hornswoggle and worked out of Maxted and a few and some other people. So yeah, it was good. Yeah, we had fun.
It was fun. I didn't know you two trained him actually. So that's
Did you not? No, he was he's like our success story. Yeah, he was one of our first trainee, one of them, yeah.
Because you two used to have your own production company as well, didn't you, and put on your own promotions?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we used to have the AM promotions, and we ran the gym under it, and we ran shows like locally under that name. Yeah.
So does that not exist anymore? Do you not do that anymore?
No.
Well,
we're involved. We're kind of involved loosely with Big Top Wrestling, but we don't really run shows as a rule anymore.
Do you? You touched on the fact that you could have been a rock star.
Yeah.
Are you still playing bands?
Yeah. I'm in 2 bands at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm playing tomorrow, actually in Colville in Leicestershire, with my pop punk band Dynamite Dinosaurs, and I'm in a band called Fat and Furious as well, rockabilly, and we play regularly. We do a lot of stuff.
Spain.
We played, we done Spain last month with Fat and Furious. We travel all over the country doing stuff, rockabilly festivals. Normally we're playing with a festival with Primal Scream and Skindred and other bands like Bearded Theory Festival. It's called, playing down there in May. Yeah, we've got a busy summer of gigs and stuff. So I have to sort of do that with the wrestling. I was
just thinking, where do you find the time? Because you wrestle a lot. To be fair, you two are quite busy because you're in demand.
Yeah, well, if I'm not gigging at the weekend, I'm wrestling. So basically, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday is taken.
Ridiculous.
Poor wife.
I was just thinking that. Oh, is it poor wife, or does she love it? Does she love the peace and quiet?
Yeah, well, she comes to a lot of it anyway. She comes, yeah. She takes us to a lot of gigs and a lot of wrestling shows. So yeah,
Bless
she gets
her.
dragged around. She gets dragged around, and the son gets dragged around. Yeah.
I suppose you've got to have the support of your family, haven't you? Otherwise, you won't be able to do it anyway. So.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do it without them.
No.
She's got a full-time job, and she drives.
Oh my God, she's gonna slap you when you go in. I'm telling you.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, you're gonna be in trouble. So you two have been named England's most dominant tag team. Title that you're proud of?
Yes. There's been some good British tag teams, Yeah, so the Superflies, the Hooligans, anyone else? Liverpool lads.
Are we done?
Task Force.
Who?
Task Force.
Who are they?
Oh no, Stevie Prince. Yes. Well, no, Vic Powers. Is Stevie Prince dead as well?
I don't know. I think so.
Well, anyway, they were great back in the day. They were brilliant, and they're both lovely guys. Superflies, Hooligans. So, there's a great tag team. Been some great tag teams over the last 30 years.
And is that a title that you wanting to keep?
Oh, we still, yeah, of course we are. Of course we are. Obviously, I didn't say the most important tag team, Butch and Danny Lynch. I mean, Butch, along with Sweet Soraya, trained us, and him and his brother Danny Lynch, they were like the top. They were big guys. They were like 25 odd stone, and they were like, Mighty Chang, and he was called Butch wrestled as, and they were gimmick brothers, but they were a brother tag team, and there wasn't many people like they were big, so we were sort of quite close to what they were. I don't think anybody would ever be as good as them, but we'd like to think that we have that same sort of aura about us,
Well, you two aren't doing too bad, are you? To be fair, you're not doing too shabby, really. You two.
No, it's our 26th year this year.
25 years.
25th year was Uk Pitbulls this year. 25th anniversary.
Isn't it crazy? Like, where has that time gone? To be fair,
I know, right? It's mad.
Are you feeling it? I know that sounds like a ridiculous question, but are you feeling it? Because injuries do happen from.
Well, I only remember about 3 years worth of it. Is that?
I'm in best shape now than I was 20 years ago.
Yeah, I'm a broken man and a big beat up piece of meat that can barely drag himself around. And then Dave's the best condition of his life. So, yeah, it's all good.
It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. So, what I want to know is, so with you two, the fans absolutely love to hate you.
Yes.
When you come out, you don't have to give them some crap.
Well, the thing is, right, we're finding now that it doesn't matter if we're a good guy or however we act, people will still like us. But we go out there and act how we do, shouting at people, giving it the big un. People will still like us. So,
yeah. I mean, I was thinking more, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, the fact that people are shouting your names
100%.
must absolutely spare you on regardless.
100%. Yeah, as long as that crowd's noisy, if you arrested a wise man once,
we're quite
a wise man once said, even if they're shouting boring at you, and they're still shouting at you, so it's if you can't hear them is when you want to start to worry. So
any press is good press, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of babyface, a lot of places.
Yeah, a lot of places were face. I think,
And Essex, aren't we?
6W were face, Big Top were face. I prefer being heel, but it is what it is, isn't it? I don't care.
I love it when you two come out and you're making your way to your ring. Like the amount of crap you give the audience, like I absolutely love it. It makes me howl.
Right.
And then I find myself heckling at you and I'm like, oh, shut up. Get on with it. And then I'm like, Gemma, what are you doing? You're here to do a job.
Yeah, and that area has always been good as crowd response to us, so the Lincolnshire area. Like, we used to get some of our maddest heat at night. The Lincoln Hospital Social Club used to run shows like back in the day. And
RDW, we did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, mad heat there, mad heat at RDW. Every time we've done the embassy for All Star, whatever, always had good heat. Always had good heat on the camps there. And LWP ain't no different.
No, I mean the fans do. They always, like you say, regardless of what they're shouting, it's sparing you on and it's making you get through that match, and it regardless. So
absolutely.
Carry on. Thanks for that. What is your favourite match to date?
Whoa.
You've got to have one that sticks out.
Well, the last Fightmare was good for the amount of people that were there and that, I think. Yeah,
the last Fightmare 3, I want to say probably...
Just because of where it was.
Probably working Roy Knight and Earthquake in Norwich in about 98, 99. That was pretty awesome. Working Tony St. Clair and Chick Cullen actually at the Embassy Theatre in Skeg. That was a really, really good one for us. We learned a lot, and that really sticks out. Doug Williams and Flash Barker in Norwich. Probably my favourite is Spud and Jamie Idle. I mean, don't really know what happened to Jamie Idle, but everyone knows Spud became Drake Maverick and he's now Spud again or whatever. And Hull, yeah, that was really good. The circumstances actually surrounding that match, like it was meant
for Stevie Knight promotion.
Yeah, Steve Knight was running that show, and the fact that we went on and had a great match. That's the match. That's one of the only matches of ours I enjoy watching. So
Really?
yeah.
Do you watch
so,
any? Do you watch many of them back?
Yeah, I do.
I can't remember a lot of them when we.
No, sometimes some of the stuff I've watched, there's some stuff on YouTube I've watched lately that I'm like, oh my god, did I actually used to do that? I mean, I couldn't even dream of doing that now.
I have. I did notice because to speak to you guys, I had to know that I've got as much information as I can armed for you both. And I was going through and I was watching your matches and I was delving into your lives and I was like, these guys have been going forever and a day. Like, this is ridiculous. Like I said earlier, I didn't have enough paper to write down all your titles, let alone anything else. And as I was going through your matches that are on YouTube, I did notice like the difference, and I was like, so that must have been a while ago because
the difference is Dave's really fat and I can't move as well. That's
you've done now.
Oh, now, yeah, the difference is now Dave's thin and I can't move as well.
Yeah,
and back then I moved better and Dave was really fat.
Yeah, and Dave's in the best shape of his life now. It's all right for some.
I'm all right. Yeah, the thing is that takes its toll, doesn't it? And I'm 45 this year. I'm not getting any younger.
What's that got to do with it?
Oh, everything. No, I agree. I did the training school once. I wasn't allowed to go back for medical reasons at the minute, but I did the training school once. I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I mean, when I get to Mike's age, I hope I'm as good as he is.
How old are you, Dave?
You see.
I'm not
51. 51 he is.
51.
So I'm the younger brother. Like,
You're the younger
get that
one.
out there, can we please? I'm 44.
No one believes you, though.
44.
No one believes you.
Yeah, no, I'm 44.
Yeah, you see, I was just thinking that I'm sure, like, he's sat there making out that he's the younger one, and I was thinking that's not right. I'm sure that's not
but you
right.
weren't sure, were you?
Yeah,
well, I was a good 80%, but I was like, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? And then I look an absolute donut.
See.
So if you could literally take on anyone, absolutely anyone, who would it be?
Road Warriors.
Whatever, live or dead.
Ever.
Road Warriors. Legion of Doom.
Yeah. Or Powers of Pain.
And
or
the reason
Demolition. Any of those 80s tag teams, really. Like any of those 80s WWF tag teams.
Yeah. Probably the number one's got to be Legion of Doom.
The Hearts, LOD, Demolition, Rockers, any of those tag teams. That was when tag team wrestling. That's what wanted us to become tag team wrestlers. That era was awesome. So any of those classic WWF tag teams from about 88 to about 90, I'd say 91. Yeah, any of those guys.
Good era.
Yeah.
That was a good era, to be fair.
If we had to pick one, we'd say the Road Warriors.
So because I was going through, obviously getting my information, and you guys have done a short documentary, haven't you?
Yeah, we've done a couple. Yeah.
I only found one.
The most recent one, actually, my son done that for his college course. And
really?
that was the last one we done.
The one that's got your mum in it.
Yeah. My son actually done that for his college course, and that's been pretty well received. People like it. I think it's got him some good marks. So that's all that matters.
Try and get him to do a longer one.
Yeah, I mean, if people wanted to see a longer one, I mean, if anyone's bothered to sit through Aaron Sharp's documentary, I know I haven't, we know
he's probably watching.
So. If someone wanted to do something similar to that to us, then yeah, I would probably do something like that. Heart of a Pitbull. The clogged and
the ass of a pitbull, yeah.
The clogged up and fighting for life heart of the bull. Yeah, we call it, couldn't we? Yeah.
Oh, honestly. Yeah. So that documentary, what intrigued me with that, and you can tell your son 10 out of 10 actually, because he did a great job on that.
He did.
But what intrigued me was in the first 3 minutes of it said that unlike most wrestlers, you two did not grow up wanting to be wrestlers.
No, I wanted to be a rock star.
I wanted to be
Well, yeah, but I wanted the rock and roll. I kind of have got it, but I wanted to be in a rock and roll band or whatever. Yeah, Dave wanted to be.
I'd be a scientist working in a lab.
Yeah, boring.
Not quite there.
I've never got anywhere near there.
No, not quite there. Slight.
No,
difference.
he's just like boring like a scientist. That's about all.
Not boring compared to you.
Why
boring,
when I do that?
Because
it looks when I do that right, I'm thinking I'm pulling
Yes,
it down
we
that
are.
way. That's why I keep fiddling with it. I'm just gonna take it off. I can't
We
work
had
it
this
out. I
before
can't.
you
Yeah, I
even
know. I
went on
can't
here.
work it out, mate.
The joys of trying to work out the mirror image of a camera.
Hey, look, I'm a wrestler.
Honestly.
You know, I didn't do my GCSEs till I was 29. I'm a wrestler. That's all I know how to do.
Didn't do that very well.
I hit drums. I hit people. That's all I know how to do. I can't do nothing else.
So basically, what we're getting at is, if you can hit it, you're happy with it.
If I can hit it and it makes a noise, I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Absolute mayhem, you two, aren't you?
Bonkers, mate.
Absolutely.
Bit mad.
I would
crazy.
agree with that. So, did you enjoy making the documentary? I know you was just taking the mick and you was the arse of a lion, the arse of a pit bull.
Yeah.
But would you consider doing a longer length one? Because that was really interesting.
Well, let's face it, everyone wants a longer length, don't they?
Well,
Hey.
So speak for yourself.
No,
I'm happy with my length.
Sometimes girth as well, width. So we could have if you wanted something with a bit more width, a little bit more length, then yeah, we'd probably do it.
Wide
Yeah, that's what we'd do. No, I would do. I would like to do. There's a couple of I think there's another little documentary thing that we did. We done 2 wrestling shows and a gig over a weekend, and it's like it just documents that. It's just like stupid camera phone footage edited together. And one of those shows was a Lion Pro show as well. So I think that's on our YouTube channel. I think potentially might be.
It's not that.
I think
It's not that one.
with the documentary.
No, I'm talking about the one that we did that Asa edited, but not did for his. You know, it's like we got Mabel Thorpe and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's got we're traveling with Brett Semtex and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Brent Wilkinson's just asked, actually, what advice would you give to someone that is just starting wrestling?
Who asked that?
Brent.
Brent.
The hound dog.
Fucking get out, mate. Get out of it. Go, run.
Well, make sure you get trained by someone.
Join a decent school. Get some decent wrestling gear, get some decent wrestling boots. Listen to everybody. Even if you don't think it's the right advice, listen to every advice. Be like a sponge, and it really is all or nothing. So
Go to the gym.
Yeah, train. I mean, you've got to train.
Don't just do wrestling training. Train like
believe it or not, I train twice a week at a gym at T.W. Davies' gym. Dave trains about 1 million times a week. So we do make sure when we get in that ring. We, joking aside, we do make sure we can do it safely. So
it's not just how you look, but you will get more opportunities if you look half decent as well.
So basically, train wrestling, train body, listen
and get good,
and make sure you look good,
and wear knee pads.
Yeah, wear knee pads. Yeah, and don't develop.
Don't turn to Big Joe.
Don't develop an addiction to tramadol.
Not that we are.
No, we are. No, just something funny to say, wasn't it?
Oh, well, you made me laugh. So, yeah, we'll go with that. I was just thinking, oh, my God, these two. How am I supposed to get through an interview with you two, honestly?
Great difficulty.
That's why we've avoided it until now, you see.
Well, I know. And you have, actually.
Absolutely.
Shows before.
Every time I've seen you, I'm like...
It's normally we go to the shows with Charlie, C.W. Davis. So I'm like, Charlie, mate, we'll be about 10 minutes. Gemma just wants to do, fuck that, you're fucking in the gym, take it out of it. We're going to hung it now. I'm like, all right, mate, all right. Fuck her, fuck bollocks. Doesn't need to interview you. So that's why you haven't.
Well, we know that's not true.
So,
blame him.
To blame C.W. Davies.
We know that's not true because I mean, if C.W. Davis has got a camera anywhere near him, he's going to be stripping off to his thong
Yeah,
anyway.
but that's
Isn't
not.
he?
He doesn't like want us to be.
He doesn't want
interviewed.
us to be interviewed. It was not for him to be interviewed.
Yeah.
But you two have evaded me up to now. Literally every time I'm like, can I grab you two? And you're like,
We're here
yeah,
because-
we're just going to grab a drink. And then you've gone. I'm like,
Hey, listen, we're here now. I'll
The
avoid
big
you. I'm going to
guys.
avoid you at the next show. So
well, you're not, because I'm going to be hunting you down. So don't think you're getting away with it next time.
okay,
I'm
sorry,
going to be
Gemma.
like, idiot.
told off on you.
Sorry,
I'm not
Mr.
even
Lee.
going to let you out the ring next time. I'm just going to dive into the ring and just shove a microphone in your face. Like,
Oh, I'll just motorboat you.
You get cancelled. That's what happens these days.
I wouldn't really though, would I? Do you know what I mean?
You're live. Look, live.
I won't be surprised, to be fair.
You like
I
that
only,
bit again?
I only said that to Pop Big Joe. So you know.
Can we do that bit again?
Yeah, let's just rewind.
There we go. I'm back in the room.
Saved you all, everyone. Saved you all. Oh, you two, honestly, you completely throw me.
Wonderful
I
boys.
I don't
can't
think
cope
it's good,
with
to be
you
fair.
two together. I tell you, I think you two should like do singles again, just so I could have one or the other and not both together.
We were gonna. Well, you know. We come as a team.
Would you go back to doing singles?
He's rephrased that.
What did I say?
We come as a
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, careful.
Sorry.
Wherever Dave is, I am.
Yeah.
I have noticed.
Yeah. I've come on a team, but never in a team.
Just get on with it. Look.
Right.
Oh my god. So have you two got any words for C.W. Davis and Aaron Sharp for the upcoming match on the 13th of May?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get destroyed, boys. So you know, bring your A game.
That's
Bring your A
it.
game because we're bringing ours.
C.W. Davis said a lot more than
Look at
that.
this. I've been training.
Have you been training?
See that?
Have you been putting the hours in the
Give me
gym?
hands, Dave.
All right, calm down.
Give me hands. Give me hands. See that? We're training, so we know what we're doing.
Do you have it planned out before you go in?
God, I'm
Before
absolutely
you go into
knackered
the
now.
ring? I know. I was just
I'm
thinking,
absolutely
you need a drink, love.
shattered. Oh, what did you say? Sorry.
You need a drink break.
Yeah,
We've been
Quick, have
having
a
one of
drink.
them the whole time.
it's all good. I'm good now.
At about
Yeah, no,
3
but it will be a good match. So if anyone's planning to come to the show on next weekend, it'll be a great match. It'll be 4 lumps just kicking the hell out of each other. So it'll be good. It'll be good.
God. Well, guys, thank you so much for talking to me tonight. And don't be shy next time I'm backstage. Don't go hiding.
No, I won't be shy. Sorry.
We're never shy, are we? We just
No, we just want to go home.
Yeah, but I'm like 2 minutes, guys. Just 2 minutes. That's all I need you for. And you're like,
well, I normally forget. So yeah, we will definitely. You can interview us next time.
okay. Is that a promise?
Yeah, as a promise.
Are you going to be mean to me next time?
No, but if Aaron slips us an extra couple of like 20 quid in the wages each, we'll do you an interview.
I mean, he's going to pay us.
Yeah, who said you was getting paid?
Hey, I'm only there for the cheesecake. Everyone knows that.
Tracy's cheesecake.
Yeah, I'm only there for cheesecake. That's the only reason I
mean,
go.
Let's before I let you go, let's just touch on that. So, as a ref, Tracy is she's amazing, right? She absolutely dogs bollocks out there. But
Yeah,
what
she's
people
bollocks,
don't
yeah.
know,
No,
she's nice.
she's done. No, she's great. She's done a lot. She's done a few
She
of our
is.
matches. It's good.
She is. She's
It's
amazing.
fun to work with.
But what people don't know is that most shows she brings us cheesecake for backstage, right?
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And if anyone knows me, knows that I like a cheesecake. You know, I'd rather she just brought me my own cheesecake. I'd really like to share. But
Well, you can just put the request out there now, so you know we'll
buy
drop
my
that
own cheesecake. I don't mean a small. I mean a proper cheesecake.
Those small ones, those little individual ones in glass jars.
Absolutely,
They're
no,
not
they ain't good for me.
They're
I
not
snort them.
That's a taster.
One of them, done. One of them, a little cheesecake. It's gone. No, they're no good to me. Might as well be on a teaspoon. I want a
Exactly.
big cheesecake.
leave it with us and we'll see what we can
Right.
do for you. Guys,
good.
thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure talking
It's been
to
fun.
Right,
It's been fun.
And you sort of behaving.
Yeah, well.
Did you expect us to behave? Let's be honest, eh?
No, never. Thank you, everybody that's joined us in the chat room tonight. Thanks for your input, and I will see you all again.
Thanks for all those 3 viewers.
Yeah.
And stay safe out there.
Got more than 3.
The jungle out there. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.